Folk Festival. We have for you now one of the greatest musical heart starters in the world. This is Mick Conway and the National Junk Band. Welcome them.
And this beautiful set too. I love the set. We're in space. Hey.
We're set.
Yeah, that's right. I've been reading a book about anti-gravity. I find I just can't put it down. But in dedication to the space, I'd like to say that is the story of my life. And so I'm at home now. We're going to do a song about a mythical land that refused refugees and put them in concentration camps in foreign islands and then got them shot. Yeah. Okay, this is a beautiful song called Dorothy, Don't Go Into the Land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go to Oz because the Tin Man hasn't got a heart, the Scarecrow's brains a straw, the Lion has no courage and the Wizard is a fraud. The Kookaburra doesn't laugh as trees are cut for view. The barramundi is choking on chemicals that spew. The koala's dropped off from the twig as the highway rounds a bend. And still they call it progress as we progress to the end. And in the wink they'll be all extinct, there'll be nothing left to do. In the land of Oz with only memories of kangaroo and didgeridoo. Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go to Oz because the Tin Man hasn't got a heart, the Scarecrow's brains a straw, the Lion has no courage and the Wizard is a fraud. Tin Man hasn't got a heart, he's too busy making money. It's a busy, busy business in the land of milk and honey. The Scarecrow hasn't got a brain, technology instead. He's stacking stacks of stuff and stuffing up his head. The Lion has no courage, he won't stand up for what's right. That's right. He looks for the easy exit, just in case there is a fight. The Wizard's just a scared old man, an empty politician, full of lots of huff and puff, making paranoid decisions. The Tin Man, Scarecrow, Lion and Wiz, are they fiction, are they true? Or are they just a bit like maybe me or maybe you? Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go to Oz because the Tin Man hasn't got a heart, the Scarecrow's brains a straw, the Lion has no courage and the Wizard is a fraud. Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go to Oz because the Tin Man hasn't got a heart, the Scarecrow's brains a straw, the Lion has no courage and the Wizard is a fraud. Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Dorothy, don't go to Oz because the Tin Man hasn't got a heart, the Scarecrow's brains are straw, the Lion has no courage, and the Wizard is a fraud. Dorothy, don't go into the land of Oz. Thanks a lot. All right. Sit there, stay there. Oh, it's the other way around. I got it wrong. Okay, we're going
To us again.
We're going back to the good old days when the men were men and the sheep were nervous. The days of vaudeville, yes? This is our little vaudeville show today, and hope you enjoy it. We're going back to, when I was a young man, I had long hair. I took acid and I hung around in hip joints. Now I'm older, I long for my hair. I take antacid and I'm hanging out for a new hip joint. Anyway, this is something called New Vaudeville.
1, 2, I want 2, 3.
Gotta swing, gotta sing, gotta dance and prance and do that thing. When I hear that sound, I can't sit still. That's variety, that's vaudeville. Tap shoes, top hat, tails and a cane and a spike like that. I'm at your mercy, do what you will. That's variety, that's vaudeville, that's vaudeville. With a little bit of corn and a little bit of tack, that's vaudeville. With a little bit of help, it's coming right back. Shake a leg, shake a hand. Go listen to that vaudeville band. Crazy then, crazy still, that's variety, that's vaudeville. Dancers, singers, and acrobats. I do a bit of this and a bit of that. With a little bit of corn and a little bit of tack, they can make a show from an old black hat. Call it hotcha, red hot swing. Call it razzmatazz, call it anything. Call it bad and mean, call it what you will. Call it jazz police, call it vaudeville. That's vaudeville. With a little bit of corn and a little bit of tack, that's vaudeville. With a little bit of help, it's coming right back. Shake a leg, shake a hand. Go listen to that vaudeville band. Crazy then, crazy still, that's variety, that's vaudeville. Crazy then, crazy still, that's variety, that's vaudeville. That's vaudeville. We're going to do something vaguely modern now. Somewhere here.
We are. Vaguely modern, that's right.
There we go. Yes, we do. I don't know if you heard about this, but the latest news. Yes. YouTube has merged with Twitter, has merged with Facebook. It's now called UTwitface. But now, the ukulele, the missing link between music and noise, the ukulele. The cockroach of the music industry. Yay! familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. And the tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Rip a solo, don't you think? No? Thought it was terrible. Load of rubbish. It is a load of rubbish. You know why? It's a Murdoch paper. It's a mad world! Mad world! I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you, cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Thanks a lot. next event on the card, which is Darwin's evolutionary endurance steeplechase, to be run over 200 million years. Now, it's a hot, sticky day here at the beginning of the world. The track is heavy, as it's been raining for 50,000 years, and there's large oceans and boiling mud pools all over the place. Now, the early runners are emerging from their swamps and slime and taking up their position up the barrier. The big brontosaurus moved in first, followed by pterodactyl. Triceratops is moving in. Stegosaurus is in. Also Tomatosaurus. A few more dinosaurs. Dinosaurus.
Baby love, my baby love.
Finally, the big Tyrannosaurus Rex. All in now, awaiting starters' orders. Darwin's evolutionary stakes. Lights are flashing. Racing! And the big brontosaurus jumped out well, just had a closely packed field of dinosaurs round the first turn, leaving the 120 million year mark. And already it's the dolphins and the early primates jostling for position. It's the dolphins out in front from the early primates now. It's the dolphins. Wait, there's been an incident. The dolphins have dived back in the water. From my position in the box, it's hard to say there's any interference, but the dolphins are definitely back in the water. So racing right away now, it's the early primates hampering any number of species. Pterodactyls drop right back. Triceratops is gone. On the outside now, it's Java Man, Frog, Peking Man. On the inside from Cro-Magnon Man and Neanderthal Man. But it's Homo sapiens by a low forehead and bushy eyebrow. Living the last prehistoric period in the last ice age, and it's still Homo sapiens out in front, hampering any number of species. What a race, what a thriller, as into the Middle Ages, and a new challenge from the rats. The rats plaguing in the Homo sapiens, going to taste Roman medicine. Homo sapiens don't like it. It's the rats, Homo sapiens, down the street they go into the 20th century now. The ants and insects moving up now. Ants, insects, rats, Homo sapiens, ants, insects, as they go to the nuclear age and a big finish from me. Cockroaches! The cockroaches flying down the street! Cockroaches, Homo sapiens, cockroaches, ancestors, cockroaches, as they pass the post into the 21st century! I couldn't take it. The judges have either called for a photo finish or an oil painting. Waiting for the judge's decision, and it's mankind by a short head and half a brain. Correct weight and the time, 2017 AD. Thank you, and it's back to the studio. Oh, thank you, sports fans. Well, now a little bit of a classical interlude for you. We'd like to introduce you to one of your classical favourites. If it isn't, it will be by the end of this. A woman who has had a recent tour of the Titanic. She went down extremely well. And she's back here to perform for you some of your favourites on Classical FM. That is right here in the Butterwang. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome Mrs. and I stress Mrs. Margerie Snodgrass. Margerie Snodgrass, ladies and gentlemen. A woman who started with nothing and still has most of it left. But now we'd like to lower the tone a little bit with some blues music. I hope you like the blues. Let me hear you say yeah. Let me hear you say ah. All right, we've got a blues song now, yes. What did the blues singer have written on his tombstone? I didn't wake up this morning. You got it. Hey, my scriptwriter's here.
A repeat offender.
What did the rooster have written on his tombstone? I woke up everybody this morning. But anyway, we've got a blues song written by famous Lebanese blues singer, Mr. Habibi King. And a lot of people tell me, Blind Mickey, you know, a lot of the blues sound the same, but I've got a song now, and it's a blues. And this blues song sounds the same. That's why, it's because it's called the Cliche Blues.
Yeah.
All right.
1, 2, and a buckle my shoe.
Didn't wake up this morning, I found that I was dead. I felt decapitated, but I tried to look ahead. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got those cliche blues. I've been picking cotton every day, my underpants off the floor. Since my woman left me, don't wear underpants no more. My woman, she's left-handed, so something is not right. Can white men sing the blues? Can blue men sing the whites? Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got those cliche blues. Philias! My woman, she done left me, so I said, can I come too? So I kissed her on the lips goodbye, left her behind for you. Now I'm standing at the crossroad, guitar in my hand. Greyhound bus run over me, I was playing on the road again. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got this cliche blues. I'm not one to repeat myself, I said. I'm not one to repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself, repeat myself. Thank you. So I'll sing it again instead. Blues, I'm colorblind, I can't see you. Blues, I got this cliche blues. I said blues, I got this cliche, I mean this cliche. Woke up this morning, this song's still boring. I got those cliche blues.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have some very, very special guests for you this morning. Some great world leaders of the Abbott and Costello of the international scene. You love them, you hate them, but you can't ignore them, ladies and gentlemen. So please, a big butterwang round of applause. Welcome to the stage after a short pause in the wardrobe to adjust their attire, which you, of course, are not witnessing because you're all focused on me. We're going to welcome to the stage a guy called Donald and a guy called Vladimir. So let's give them a big, big round of applause. Show them what you think of them.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where Moscow sits? Putin under it, Putin under it, Putin under it. Real pleasure. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to Australia. He's the wonderful, our man in Washington, Mr. Donitsky Trompovich.
Great to be here. Great to be here in Australia. Austria. I love Austrian people. I love you, Austria. No one loves Austria more than me. And I'd just like to say what a great thing it is to be here in Australia, Dumpcoff. Australia. Oh, yes, Australia. Yes, Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, Crocodile Dundee. Crocodiles, yes. And Pauline Hanson. Yeah, I love it. I love Australia. I just want to say to you Australian people, I'm for world peace. Yes, and I am for world peace too. I'm for world peace as long as my peace is the biggest. I have heard that your piece is not so big. Who told you that? You've been reading my emails? No, I have not been reading your emails. I'm going to call my intelligence. Your intelligence? Sounds like oxymoron. Anyway, I'm a little bit confused here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what am I going to do? I tell you what. I just want to say, for each and every one of you, you know, I'm not into blackmail, okay? No, I am not into blackmail either. No. In fact, I'm a white male. Here, pussy, pussy. Here, pussy, pussy. And I've got my trump card. I've got my trump card. And you know what my trump card is? Twitter. I used to think that Twitter was the space between the twat and the shitter. But I was wrong. Hey, you fake news. You fake news. You fake news. Okay, see you later. Who was that man? We're going to do another song, a new song. Hope you like this one. It's a song that you might know. I don't. I'm too old. Remember, though, the older you get, the better you were. And this is called The Ship of Fools. Sails to a place on the map which no one has ever returned, drawn by the promise of the joker and fool, and by the light of the crosses that burn, drawn by the promise of the women and the lace and the gold and the cotton and pearls. It's the place where you find all the darkness you find is veiled away from the light of the world on this trip laid there. You will pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. Oh. Save me. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail on this ship of fools. Oh, 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 oh. Save me. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail on this ship of fools. I want to run
in the shallows or drowning in the oceans of history. Traveling the world, you're in search of no good, but I'm sure you'll find your Sodom like you knew you would. Use the no good people for your galley slaves as your little ship struggles through the warning waves. But you don't pay, you will pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. You gonna pay tomorrow. Save me from tomorrow. I don't wanna sail on this ship of fools. Whoa, save me from tomorrow. I don't wanna sail on this ship of fools. Or where it's coming from, or where it's going to. It's just a ship of, it's just a ship of, it's just a ship of fools. You will pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. You will pay tomorrow. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail on this ship of fools. Hey, 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 hey. Save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail on this ship of fools. Oh, save me from tomorrow. I don't want to sail on this ship of fools. What a ride! Thanks a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's early in the morning. You may want to be home, even watching morning television on your couch. Well, you know, you can pretend those little plastic chairs are your comfy couch at home, and we're going to bring TV to you because we like you, and it's early in the morning. And so please welcome Mr. TV Man.
Aye, a real pleasure to be here. A real pleasure indeed. I mean that sincerely, from the heart of my bottom. An audience at the Butterwing, and there was a man standing there with a TV on his head. Suddenly the man said, an audience were at the Budawang, and there was a man sitting there with a TV on his head. Suddenly the man said, an audience were at the Budawang, and there was a man sitting there with a TV on his head. And suddenly the man said, an audience, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh yes, we're here to find out who killed Vaudeville, yes? Well, the elephant in the room, ladies and gentlemen, yes, is here, right now. Because you know what? I gave my wife an elephant for our room. She said, thank you. I said, don't mention it. But now, a message just ahead. Yes, we have the man who may have had something to do with the death of Vaudeville. Would you please make welcome on stage the man who was showbiz in his blood. Yes, he was bitten by an actor, the fabulous Philias McBlurt.
G'day there. Glad to see you're all awake. Philias McBlurt's the name. Come from down here, Wagga Wagga. In fact, I've been down the Ripper Arena, knocking around the towns a bit and occasionally resting with a schooner in me mitt. And on one of these occasions, when the bar was pretty full, the local blokes were arguing a sordid kind of bull. And one of them there said, where you bloody been, you drongo? Haven't seen you for a week. And your mate was looking for you when he come in from the creek. He was looking round at Ryan's and even up at Joe's and even up the Royal where he bloody never goes. And the other bloke said, I seen him, owed him half a bloody quid. Forgot to give it back to him, but now I bloody did. Could have used the thing me bloody self, been off the bloody booze, up at Tumba bloody Rumba shooting King the bloody Ruse. Now everyone was listening, everybody heard the peculiar integration of this adjectival word. But no one was laughing. Me, I wasn't game. So I just stood around and let them think I spoke the bloody same. Then one of them was interested, asked him what he got, how many King of bloody Ruse he went and bloody shot, and the shooting bloke said, things are crook. The drought's too bloody tough. I got 40 bloody 7, that's good a bloody enough. So this polite rejoinder seemed to satisfy the mob. Everyone stopped listening and got on with the job, which was drinking beer and arguing, talking of the heat, and bogging in the bitumen in the middle of the street. But as for me, I'm here to say that the interesting news was Tumba bloody Rumba shooting King of bloody Ruse. So, I thought I'd take a quick look at this Tumba bloody Rumba place. So I drove over there in the old ute. Man, it's a weird mob over there, let me tell you, a real weird mob. I was standing by the fruit shop on the corner, listening to this customer complain. And he said, why don't you show the fruit that we love so? That's why your business hasn't been the same. I don't want your peaches because they are full of stones. I like bananas because they have no bones. Don't give me tomatoes or can't stand ice cream cones. I like bananas because they have no bones. No matter where I go, with Mary Lou or Anna, I want the world to know I must have my banana. Cabbages and canyons hurt my singing tones. I like bananas because they have no bones. What I don't will do, what no matter where I go, with Mary Lou or Anna, I want the world to know I must have my banana. All the cabbages and onions heard my singing tones. I like bananas because they have no bones. Thanks a lot. We'll see you later. Go and strain the potatoes. Hey, Ruth?
Philias McBlurt, a big hand. A big hand. Oh, thanks. We've had a request, but we're still going to keep playing. I know, we can do one more song. Thank you for coming. I hope you've enjoyed your festival. We certainly have. And we have CDs. We have a book. There's a book called Captain Matchbox and Beyond,
written about my brother and I, and Beyond is this fabulous band, as well as Backsliders, etc. A beautiful book, full of colour. It's at the bookshop. And the CDs, we've got a special offer on the CDs, and that is that if you buy a CD and you don't like it, post it back to us, and we'll send you a CD that we don't like. Thanks very much. And I'd like to back introduce the band. You have been listening to the fabulous Casbo Johns on ukulele, bass, jug and sousaphone. Filthy Dunnyseat on the guitar and human voice, or guitars, shall I say, on the stroviol, on the mandolin, and possibly on drugs, Marcus Holden. And the king of junkyard music, Junkyard Jeremy Cook, on kitchen sink and everything else. Thanks very much. And so now, we'd like to bid you a farewell. Thank you for listening to us and putting up with us. And it's the roar of the grease paint and the smell of the crowd.
The grease paint, the smell of the crowd. The town has come to the circus. The daring compete on the flying young man. The town has come to the circus. Down under the big top, down under, I wonder why we don't fall off if we're upside down. Hello and goodbye, you laugh till you cry, and the world spins round. There's a woman eating pie and a man eating lime. The town has come to the circus. For people around, the miles come down. The town has come to the circus. Alico and balloons, very cross and buffoons. The world has gone to circus. Hello and goodbye, you laugh till you cry, and the world spins round.
Very floss and buffoons, the world has gone berserkers. Hello and goodbye, you laugh till you cry, and the world spins round.
I can see why people refer to them as the royalty of the Australian.